A couple of losses to the Knicks, the ejection of Scottie Pippen in Game 2, the complaining by Phil Jackson about the Knicks' physical style, which goes back to last year, and of course that much-talked-about visit to an Atlantic City casino by Michael Jordan. On Thursday, before the assembled media that has been covering the Knicks-Bulls series, Jordan gave his version of the trip.
It's attacked in my private life, and I really didn't like it, and I don't agree with it. But I felt a need to come out and express that and tell the truth so you guys can quit hallucinating and taking it further than what it is. You know, and now you know what it is from my standpoint. Anything else that you hear is totally false if it's not to what I just told you. And that's the honest truth. And that's all I can tell you.
Gambling, the gambling thing that has escalated in a year.
Well, that was on Thursday. Yesterday, following practice, the Bulls players refused to speak with the media, presumably a show of support for Jordan, and what the players feel has been an excess of negative reporting on the team in general. Several players did talk with our NBC crew, although Michael Jordan was not among them. For more on Michael's week, we go to Marv Albert and Mike Fratello standing by in Chicago. Marvelous?
All right, Bob, and this is the scene about an hour and a half ago when Michael Jordan made his way to Chicago Stadium. Michael, intent on ducking questions once again from reporters, did not take his usual route to the Bulls locker room in the bowels of Chicago Stadium. Jordan, who was particularly upset concerning the tone of the questions that he faced on Thursday, as Bob detailed, did come out to take early shooting practice and for the first time declined to talk with us. He did not want to discuss his Atlantic City sojourn. Now, how do the Bulls and Knicks feel about Jordan's side trip? Well, here's a sampling of opinions.
It's unfortunate that it's become an issue, and he's got to explain it away, but I don't think there was anything wrong with it at all.
I stay up to 2:30 in the morning myself, you know, watching TV, you know, and some guys, you know, may like to go out. But like I say, that's his business, and it shouldn't be publicized.
Something like this is overblown, and I think it hurts his reputation, especially with kids, and that's too bad.
He's going to take care of himself, and if he was out that night or not, whatever, he still came to play, and that's all that we're concerned about. And that's all anyone should be concerned about.
I don't think it had anything to do with the outcome of the game.
Off the court, you know, it's his life, you know, let him live it.
It kind of reminded me, and you'll have to excuse this, of when the liberals were trying to get Bork off the Supreme Court, and they went out and found out that he had rented pornography films at his local video store, and they held it against him, the liberal people. That was the kind of journalism that I kind of saw that was slanted as, and you know, there's nothing illegal. He's perfectly of age. What do they want?
Yes, Phil always did have a different perspective on life in general. Now, Mike, even if Jordan did get his 8 hours sleep, symbolically, was this a wrong signal, though, to his teammates to take the trip in terms of the timing of it?
Well, Michael's teammates know Michael and what he's all about. And if this was unusual for him to be out the night before a game, then perhaps it would have been an incorrect signal. But that's not the case. This is a player who has gone out on game day, played 36 holes of golf, yet comes in on game night and does his job for his team. He's been the league's MVP regular season and during the playoffs. He's led them to 2 world championships. He did nothing wrong. He did not break a team rule. He was with his family. He went down to the casinos. He was back and got his 8 hours rest. I think the whole thing has been blown out of proportion. If Chicago would have won Game 2, nobody would have said a word about it.